Boogeyman Ben.
Hey everyone, it's Boogeyman Ben. Hope everyone's doing well and everyone had a nice day. This video is going to be a DVD review. This is a film that just came out a couple of months ago on DVD. I found it at Walmart. Actually, my wife found it for me because when I went to Walmart it was sold out. But it was directed by a horror film director that I really admire. He's done one of my favorite horror films of all time, and I was really looking forward to the next film he was going to be putting out. This was direct to DVD and Blu-ray. I think there was a period of time where it was on video on demand, but I was never able to find it through my cable subscribers. The film I'm talking about is Dark House. I don't know if a lot of people know about this film, but I had the opportunity last week when I was really sick to just sort of, I still sound a little sick, but I had the opportunity to just relax and finally check this movie out, and I want to share my thoughts about the film with everyone, so I hope everyone enjoys this video review. Please stay tuned. Now, Dark House was directed by Victor Salva. It was written by Charles Agron and Victor Salva. Charles Agron actually wrote the story for it. With the cast, you have Luke Quintank as Nick DeSanto, Alex McKenna as Eve, Anthony Ray Perez as Ryan, Zach Ward as Chris McCullough, Lacey Ann Zelk as Lilith, Ethan S. Smith as Sam, Lizzie Ann Down as Lillian, the great Tobin Bell as Seth, Charles Agron as Lucky. You also have Max Gale as Scott, and Patricia Belcher as Lee Knox. The plot of the film revolves around Nick DeSanto, who learns that his father is not only alive but can possibly reveal the origin of his son's dark gift. He sets out on a trip that takes him to an abandoned mansion he only thought existed in his childhood imagination. Now, Dark House is a very different film than I expected it to be. I've said in the past I'm a huge fan of Victor Salva. I know he's had some, controversy in his past, but, I'm one of those people that, I don't condone what he did, but I do really enjoy a lot of the films he's done, especially Jeepers Creepers, which is one of my favorite horror films. I absolutely love that film. And, yeah, I was really interested to see this film, and I just found out about this film back in, I'm going to say, February. I think it was like late January, early February. I saw that there was a trailer that was put out on it. Saw that he had co-written the screenplay as well as directed, and the fact that Tobin Bell is in it. Just a huge Tobin Bell fan. Even before the Saw films, I was always a fan of the actor, and he was actually a co-producer on the film, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, I wanted to check it out. The film is very different. I'm not saying it's not a great film. It's an okay film. I know it was Charles Agron's first screenplay. He also plays a very small part in the film. There was just something about it that was off to me, and I don't know what it was. I don't hate the film at all. I think it's a pretty cool film to have. There's some really cool parts to the film. I don't want to really spoil it for anyone because it was a film I went in knowing nothing about, and I just wanted to see what type of film it would be. Previously I had done a review of Rosewood Lane, which was Victor Salva's last film that I did a review on, and a lot of people hated that film, and I actually liked that film. I liked the style of it. I thought Rose McGowan and Reyes Wise did a pretty good job in that film. It wasn't like the best film ever, but yeah, there was just something off about this film. Some of the performances were weak in it. I think Zach Ward, who many people might know from A Christmas Story. He played Scott Fargus. He was good in it. Like I said, Tobin Bell was great in it. But the other cast members just weren't. They weren't as strong. And I think it's just that some of them that were playing the principal roles, it was like probably one of their first movies. You could tell they were just they weren't very seasoned, and that was sort of the thing that I think got me. I had a hard time with the characters in the film. I just wasn't buying some of the relationships. The acting was just not as strong as I would have liked. The production value is beautiful. I think they did a terrific job on the house and the location. Everything in terms of the cinematography and the editing, everything was sharp. Ed Marks has always done a great job editing films, and here is no exception. He did a terrific job on this one. But yeah, there was just something about the acting that I just wasn't crazy about in this film. And I think it's what's holding me back from giving it a stronger rating. There are some really creepy scenes. I wish Tobin Bell would have been in the film more. Every time he's on screen, you're immediately just hooked. And I thought his character was really interesting and really not what you're expecting. And I thought that was cool because it was something I wasn't expecting. It was something different. There's some really creepy parts. The ending was kind of, I thought, fell a little flat. Some of the acting wasn't terrific, but, again, it's not a horrible film. It's a film I will rewatch, and I might even like it more the second time I watch it. I've had that happen with many films in my lifetime. If I had to give this movie an overall rating right now, I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. Again, not the strongest rating, but I did enjoy the production value. I think the direction was solid, just as always with Victor Salva. I thought some of the writing was a little off. I thought some of the acting was a little off, with the exception of Tobin Bell and Zach Ward. I think they were the strongest. But yeah, not a terrific film, not horrible. And that's all I have to say about Dark House. So even though I didn't love it, I still would recommend checking it out, just giving it a watch. Redbox it. I don't know if it's on Netflix, but just give it a watch. It's worth it. It's not horrible. But yeah, I just didn't love it as much as I wanted to. So that's about it. Just wanted to talk about Dark House. I hope everyone enjoys this little review that I did. Please let me know if you've seen the film and share your thoughts with me below. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Take it easy.